Boeing didn't lose £50 billion overnight. It lost it by ignoring one warning, again and again. For decades, Boeing represented everything aviation stood for: safety, engineering excellence, trust. Airlines, pilots, passengers trusted Boeing. But one decision changed all of that. And it didn't start with a crash. It started in a boardroom. The pressure. In the early 2000s, Boeing faced a serious problem. Its biggest rival, Airbus, launched a new aircraft, the A320neo. It was quieter, more fuel efficient, and cheaper to operate. Airlines loved it. Boeing now had two options: spend years designing a brand new aircraft, or modify an old one to compete quickly. Designing a new plane would cost billions and take time. Time Boeing felt it didn't have, so they chose the faster option. The shortcut. Instead of building a new plane, Boeing updated an old one, the 737. But there was a problem. The new, larger engines changed how the aircraft handled in flight. At certain angles, the plane had a tendency to pitch its nose upward. That's dangerous. Instead of redesigning the aircraft, Boeing added software to correct the issue automatically. That software was called MCAS. Its job was simple. If the system thought the plane was climbing too steeply, it would push the nose down. On paper, it solved everything. In reality, it created a single point of failure. The warnings inside Boeing, engineers raised concerns. MCAS relied on data from just one sensor. If that sensor failed, the system could activate incorrectly. Pilots weren't given detailed training. The system was barely mentioned in manuals. Why? Because extra training would slow sales. And Boeing had promised airlines that pilots wouldn't need simulators to fly the 737 MAX. Speed mattered more than transparency. The warnings were there. They were ignored. The crashes in 2018. Lion Air Flight 610 crashed into the sea. 189 people died. Months later, Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 crashed shortly after takeoff. 157 more lives lost. Same aircraft, same system, same failure. The world grounded the 737 MAX. Airlines cancelled orders. Investigations began. Trust collapsed. The cost. The financial damage was staggering. Billions paid in compensations, lawsuits across multiple countries. Production halted, planes sitting unused for years. Boeing's stock dropped sharply. Its reputation, built over decades, was shattered. By the time the dust settled, the total cost exceeded £50 billion. But the real damage wasn't financial. It was credibility. The lesson. Boeing didn't fail because its engineers were incompetent. It failed because management prioritized speed over safety. The margin for error in aviation is tiny. And when that margin is ignored, the cost isn't just money, it's lives. This wasn't an accident, it was a decision. A margin of error. That cost everything. If you want more stories about the decisions that shape or destroy billion-dollar companies, subscribe to Margin of Error.